Hello, everybody. I think the music is still going on. Hang on. Hello, everybody. I think the music is still going on. Hang on. Right, okay, sorry about that bit of feedback then. I had the YouTube on at the same time. So, hey everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you're all well. So welcome to our weekly update video. Today we're going to do something a little bit different because, as many of you may know, there is a big fundraising event happening this week where lots of people are doing their own challenges to raise money for the all-important court case. So for anyone that's new to us, please check out our page and check out our website, which is here, www.publicchildprotectionwales.org. We have been fighting the mandatory element of the Curriculum and Assessment Act 2021, which is the RSC. We've been fighting against this for the last 2 years, and Wales is now taking the Welsh Government to court with regards to that. So many of us are working really hard to raise funds for this court case because court doesn't come cheap. So we've got an amazing team that have been raising funds this week. So before I bring on our incredible guests, I'm just going to ask if everyone watching can share this out, because we want to get this out to as many people as possible. So yeah, please share this to your own profiles, groups that you're part of, and yeah, let's just get this out there. So I'm gonna bring on Adele. So Adele has actually arranged this event, so I'm gonna bring her on first. Hello, Adele. How are you doing today?
I'm all right. I'm good, thank you. I've just blinded myself. I've just moved my light above me, and as I've done, I'm a bit hazed at the moment. I got the light bulb in my eyes.
Well, you're looking nice and bright. My lighting's not so good. You look really good. You're looking nice and bright.
Thank you. It's not very often our lights look bright in the house, so it's good.
So Adele, you've decided to set up this this fundraiser event. Tell the viewers a little bit about what it's called and what it's about.
So I named it the nationwide fundraiser Walk Wales Challenge the Act. I was just sat trying to think, how can we do something that's going to get lots of people involved. And my original thoughts for it was like a relay. Can we get people relaying all the way around Wales, nearly kind of handing the baton to each and cover as much of Wales as we possibly could? As you were aware, for me, I've had personal circumstances which have changed, and I haven't been able to quite push it as big as that as I would like to. However, we have, had good response from some people. And all I'm asking is to do a walk. Whether you do a walk, whether you do a run, do a cycle. I was even saying, if you own a boat and live near a canal, go down the canal, cover Wales that way. But yeah, for just people to get out and do some sponsored walks. It's the summer holidays. If you're going to the kids to Roath Park or something like that, anywhere with the children, get some more people involved, grab a sponsor form and get some people to sponsor you for doing it instead. And it doesn't matter whether it's 1 mile, because if you've got young children, the distance can be short. Doing fancy dress, whatever it is that appeals to you. But it doesn't matter if it's a mile, whether it's 10 miles. And in one case with Gearite, it's nearly 100 miles. So it's really I wanted to do it in a way that gave people the freedom to adapt this challenge to their needs, their families, their suitability. And I did schedule it for this week, for it to be a week-long event. However, I am going to change that, and I think I'm just going to keep it open for the whole of the summer holidays, so that
I
there
think
is no
that's
time restraint. Just get involved and just keep pushing it throughout the summer holidays and get as many people involved as we possibly can.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea, because what a lot of people do find in the summer holidays, the technology takes over a little bit. I know, I've got 2 children myself. They spend a lot of time in front of their computers, on their computer games,
Yeah.
on social media, and it is a really good way of, getting out as a family, or as you said, your own personal challenge. Now, I know that Sarah has done a 10-mile run, and she's actually inspired me to do something quite similar, because I used to be into running quite a bit, and I've fallen by the wayside, and I'm not as fit. Well, I'm not that fit at all these days. So it's actually made me think, hang
You're
on.
not fitter than you give yourself credit for, that is for sure. I know who'd win in a race between us.
Well, yeah, I tell you what, Adele, like every time you are involved in doing some kind of fundraising event, you always end up doing something that involves fitness. So I think you've got that massive hunger yourself.
I think the Three Peaks for me was, I've always enjoyed the outdoors and nature, and I've always loved mountains. But with the Three Peaks that we did, because we'd done a fundraiser before, we obviously did Penavan, Cadir Idris, and Snowdon. And I kind of realised I'm actually quite good at getting up mountains, and I'm surprisingly good at running back down them as well. So yeah, that kind of did
Really
spark a little something in me in terms of walking. But I just think walking is something we all do.
Yeah.
And for those whose mobility may not allow them to walk, then you can use whatever, vehicle it is that you use that helps your mobility, whether it's your, wheelchair or a scooter, crutches. Again, it's adapting a challenge, but we all move.
Yeah.
All of us need to get from one place to the other and have a way of getting there. And if you're doing it anyway, why not ask for some, for some money while you're doing it? And it's obviously for a very good cause.
And that's a brilliant idea. And getting out in the fresh air as well is really important for everybody. We all need it. We all need it for our health and our sanity. Being
Yeah,
stuck in 4 walls in your house all day, it's not fun
yeah.
for anyone. So, this is all about sort of getting people out there, inspiring each other, and, sort of,
Getting people active,
yeah,
and the response, in particular, like so Gearite, we know, is doing a 97-mile hike. He's going from Carnarvon to Bulfwells via Snowdon National Park and via the Brecon Beacons. And wow, what incredible support he's getting online at the moment. And I don't think Gearite expect he's a very quiet man, keeps himself to himself, has been very active in getting involved. He did the Three Peaks with us as well.
he was a
But I
legend
know
on
it, yeah, but I think even for the Three Peaks, he was quite quiet and reserved and was worried about, how much he was raising and stuff like this. And he's doing phenomenal on this. He's raised well over £300 so far, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
It
And then,
is
of course,
absolutely.
Sarah today as well. As you said, was it Bryn Mawr she ran to or from?
Bryn
Sarah?
Mawr to Abertelery. I think they were the
Yes,
two.
that was.
Yeah. And so she did a 10-mile run. I think it's quite hilly as well. So
Yeah,
massive congratulations to Sarah doing
yeah,
that.
2 hours,
I've
10 minutes, Sarah done, I believe. So I think she's very pleased with that. Hopefully we'll get to have a chat with her in the week.
Yeah, she did amazing. In fact, what I've done on this live, on the text there, I've put the fundraiser link for each of the individual people. So I've got Geraint,
Brilliant.
I've got Sarah's, and also Emma. Emma is actually doing it in a team, isn't she? She's doing
Yeah.
her
I think it's
high.
Emma, Phil, and Julie.
Yeah,
And yeah, they're doing a grand old mission themselves from
they
Newport
are.
to
So
Lantony.
I'm actually going to bring on, because we've got Emma and Phil and Julie in the background
Oh,
here. So
brilliant.
I'm going to
Brilliant.
bring them on now. Bear with me. Hello, Emma. How are you doing,
Hiya.
lovely?
I'm good, thanks. You all right?
Really good, thank you.
Yeah, you all right, Del?
I'm good, Emma.
It looks nice
How are
and
you
bright
feeling?
there.
How is your preparations going, Emma?
Ooh.
And
Well, we're
can I
doing
just say,
it.
Emma also did the 3 peaks with us, and that was a huge challenge for you as well, wasn't it, Emma? So Emma's also pushing, raising money. Everyone's doing so fantastic. So
It's the way you ask, Adele.
you're probably a bit pleased though. Your trip to Lantoni is going to not be so high.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I'd walk 100 miles on the flat.
Emma, I
Yeah.
think the scary bit for you when we did the 3 peaks is when it became light, was we were climbing Snowdon. You realise how high up we were.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was when I realised I couldn't go any further.
Yeah, you did extremely
No, it was a
well.
brilliant experience. It was a brilliant experience. I loved it.
Did you know what time you're taking off on?
Well,
is it Thursday, Emma?
Thursday at 10 o'clock in the morning. We're going to leave Newport and then we're going to head. Depends on the weather, really. We're probably going to take the canal route for a bit of it if it's really hot, just to get some shade. Because walking on the roads, you can't get out of it, can you, if it's really sunny? So we're going to head for a bit of shade and then head to Cwmbran, Pontypool, and then try to get to Goitra on the first day. We're not going to make it a race. We're going to call in a few pubs on the way. Yeah. So
Why not?
then the second day we'll do the second.
Get in that pub with your buckets.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yes, that's the plan. It's all about raising money, isn't it?
I believe Gerard was at the pub or for food the night before he took off, and that, I think had a great response then from the people who were in the pub and got some donations. So
well, that's the plan. Yeah.
How many of you are doing it all together, Emma?
Definite 4, but there may be some that join like on the way and not do it all, just do a bit of it, but just come and give a donation and walk along for a bit. So yeah, anybody's welcome to join in. We'll try and do a put posts up of where we are, and then if anybody wants to come out and join us for a couple of miles. And
I think I might come and see you. So when you're passing through Cwmbran, and I'm gonna walk a bit with you then, especially if you're going up the canal to Pontypool, it's easy. And then I'm hoping to come and meet you for your end in Lantoni as well.
Yeah, cool, brilliant.
Excellent.
So a bit of moral support.
This sounds like a really this sounds like a good one, actually. I might meet you at one of the pubs.
Yes.
I'll meet you at the Goitra Arms.
It'll be only lemonade. We won't be drinking. But we thought if there's people sat outside and we're, they can come over and have a leaflet or whatever, can't they? Or make a donation.
Yeah,
absolutely. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's spreading awareness and getting donations. And if we don't stop at places where there's people meeting, well then, it's you're not getting that message out there as much. We want people to ask us, why are you walking? Where are you going? What are you doing this for?
The face-to-face does seem to work better, doesn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so, definitely. Alan, before we carry on, I'm going to bring on Phil and Julie. They're here as well. Let me just hello. Hi Julie, how are you doing?
Hello.
Hello. Hi Phil. How are you doing?
Hello.
Can you hear us okay?
Yeah.
Good. Good to see you both. I tell you what, every time we have a demonstration in Cardiff, I turn around and you two are always there. You're like part of the furniture.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're always joining us. It's brilliant. So are you looking forward to this hike on Thursday?
Well, you're also inspiring.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you. That's really kind of you to say so.
Looking
forward to it. We're going to do it. But...
not bothered about that. Don't worry.
Do you do much walking?
We're just stopping some pubs over the bucket. No, he does, but not me.
Oh, you may realise that you've got a hidden love.
know. We'll see. I'll tell you. I'll tell you on Saturday.
Sorry, could you repeat that because you were
What is-
slightly
yeah, is
paused
it-
then?
Yeah, I think there's a bit of a delay with Phil and Julie. There is.
It is, isn't it? It's a shame. I don't know if it's because there's too many.
There's a delay of some sort, I think. That's all. It could be.
Yeah.
Because Adele frozen.
There's-
No, she blinked.
Yeah. There
No,
does
I think we're all moving. I think it's a lag on your side. There is.
Yeah, I wish there was something I could do about
I
that.
wish-
It's really annoying. I'm literally just going to say a couple of hellos here. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Sandy. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Tunara, a new person. Nice to see you on here. Hi, Sarah. So Sarah's here as well, which is brilliant. So Sarah Pearl-Jewell, who has done the 10-mile hike today.
Do we know how much Sarah has raised so far?
I'm
I
not.
don't know if she can put it in the comment. I did go to have a look earlier, because she obviously set up a separate fundraiser. Because I know she's done really well as well.
Yeah, I think she has done well, bless her. And I think, yeah, well, you're all doing well. You know, at the end of the day, even if you just, every penny counts in this, you know, and we've actually said if every household gave £1, we'd be way, way, way over our, you know,
Yeah.
what we need.
Yeah.
So it's about raising awareness, because as soon as people know about how serious this RSE is and what a bad impact it's going to have on the children, they're all going to give something. So you know, you guys just doing this and raising awareness is massive in itself. And so, and you know, as you said, like, everyone's raising, you know, at least I'm not sure exactly how much she's raised. I'm sure it's over 200. So she's doing extremely well as well. So yeah,
I think our fundraiser's on at 605 last time I looked.
oh
Wow.
Brilliant.
Yeah. The group one, then the nationwide
Yeah,
fundraiser.
Yeah, I did have a look earlier. Oh, that's
Yeah.
fantastic. It's gone up then since
Yeah.
I looked this morning.
Yeah.
I'm obviously going to do something as well. I am getting involved. I did want to be doing a walk myself this week. But I was doing a walk with my daughter, and my daughter's not here. My daughter's gone to Ireland to spend some time with her grandfather. And I'm starting to feel like I'm not actually going to get her back.
Aww.
So yeah, when my daughter comes back from Ireland, I will be doing. My daughter's always wanted to do a 24-hour challenge, so we're going to do a 24-hour walk. We're going to do approximately 24 miles in 24 hours. It's a mile an hour. It doesn't sound much, but my daughter is only 9. We need to have breaks, so we will be doing that. I've been looking at leaving from kind of Crickhowell and coming down through Blenavon, again through Torvine, through the built-up areas, trying to get noticed. I just don't know when we're doing it.
But you will do it before the summer
But we
holidays.
will do it. We will do it, yes.
You're going to have to pick a nice day. It's not too sunny and it's not raining.
Yeah. Well, the great thing about the summer holidays is, many of you know, I work in a school myself, so I'm also on summer holidays right now. So the great thing is I don't really need to be rigid with the date, and can be, right, it's going to be a nice weather in a few days' time, nice and cool.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great day to do it, and we'll just say, right, we're going in 3 days' time. So that's, I suppose, the good side of having the flexibility of the summer holidays.
Yeah.
I guess
So
I've just got to get my daughter back from Ireland first.
On Thursday.
Sorry?
What's it forecast
21
on
degrees.
Thursday? Does anyone know?
21, did you say, Ju?
Yeah, I think so. And sunny.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
Facebook.
not
So it
too
could be
hot there. Well, I say that. And
Yeah,
I
make
just
sure
want to
that's not-
say as well, Julie, thank you so much for sorting the t-shirts out. They're brilliant. Was it you that had sorted those out?
Yeah, it's a girl I work with. She does printing and stuff. So
yeah, brilliant. So that's fantastic. I may need to sort of get hold of it myself. So thank you so much for getting those sorted. They look fab. Have you all got one to go on the walk?
Yeah.
Great. You look like a
Emma's
proper
got the
team
flags.
Oh, Phil Burney's
I'm
t-shirt.
not sure we'll be waving them by the end, but
Yeah. Put them on sticks to be flags.
Stripping off there.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, wicked.
Brilliant. And Emma, you guys are
Says it all,
ending in Lantoni on Friday, but you've got an event on Saturday in Lantoni?
well, I can't say too much about that, but we are at Lantoni. So if anybody wants to come and join us there, it's a lovely day out. And so, yeah, we're hoping we're going to end at the Skirrid Inn, and then there is a walk over the mountain. So it's going to depend on how the legs feel and what the weather's doing. I quite fancy doing that last little bit, but might have to put it off till the next day or something, depending on the weather. But we'll end at the Skirrid.
Brilliant. That's a good place to end as well. Nice the Skirrid is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do lovely
We've
food.
got to to get some food. Yeah.
There's a lovely cafe by the Skirrid Inn. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll eat some cakes.
It'll be well deserved. What time did you say you were starting again?
10 o'clock in Newport, isn't it, Duke?
Right. And it's 25 miles altogether, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible. Well done. I'm my hats off to you.
Well, don't take them off yet.
Emma, I've seen you trudge up those mountains. I know what you can do.
We'll give it our best shot.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll do well. I've seen you in action, Emma. You're like, when we did the Free Peaks, that was one hell of a challenge for you. So yeah, you'll be absolutely fine. You'll be headed it, I'm sure. I think Phil looks like a fitness person though. I bet you do a lot of walking, do you?
I have done in the past, but let myself go for 2 years. Easy.
Oh, right, okay.
I've done the odd. Mind you, we've walked a lot of miles in London.
Right.
We've walked a lot of miles in London.
Plenty of practice then.
Yeah, we're not that far away, really. It's going to be a little bit of a few aches and pains, I expect, but nothing we can't overcome.
Just make sure you good walking shoes. It's the most important thing.
Sorry,
what was that, Julie?
I didn't hear what Adele said.
Oh.
I said good walking shoes. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. Good pair of shoes, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm sure we'll have blisters, but
I'm wondering how Gearite is getting on. We haven't heard of him for a couple of hours now, and I know Gearite had a bit of a delay. He wanted to get going yesterday, but the weather was very hot. I said I know he was in Carnarvon, and then today was very wet, lots heavier rain than he thought. So I know he's set off much later, but yeah, I'm wondering how many miles he's into his 97 mile trek. It's one big distance he's covering.
I know, poor Geraint, he's not really having much luck, isn't he? Because, like, as you said, the first day was really hot and he's really fair-skinned as well. So, you know, he's ginger, isn't he? So he can't really take like the direct heat so much. And then it poured down. And it's like, oh, I do feel for
one
him.
extreme to the other. I know he looks like he belongs on the Highlands in Scotland with his long ginger hair and his big ginger beard.
I was thinking the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
If only he was in a kilt, eh? He should be doing this in a kilt. Let's get him a bit more attention, wouldn't it?
It would. He's brilliant though. I'm watching his update. He's putting updates on quite a bit on Facebook. So we have been sharing them. I think we've been sharing them on the page. But yeah, follow Geraint Owen. What's his name? Geraint Owen Davis, because he's been doing his updates, and I think he'll continue to do so as well until he completes it.
Yeah,
so,
and you can find him via, as you say, the PCP page. I've also got a page on Facebook, the Nationwide Fundraiser page. So he's posted on that as well. So if you can't find him by typing in his name, you can find. Same with Sarah, the same with Emma and Julie and Phil. All their links to the fundraiser and their profiles for you to go and have a look exactly at what they're doing are all on the online, easy to find.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you can follow everyone's journey, and please get involved as well. You know, like if you've your fitness has sort of dwindled like mine, and you feel, you know what, like in this summer holidays now, I'm gonna do bit by bit. Even if you can just do a 5K, do it. You know, if you can raise, even if you can just raise a tenner, it's good for you personally, and it's good for the campaign as well. So yeah,
absolutely.
if you do want to do that, get in touch, and we'll set up a fundraiser link for you.
I actually just want to mention because Layla was at one of our demos. She was with a few people from the Muslim community, and Layla took sponsor forms there last week. She got, there must have been 30, 40 of them all together at Tredegar Park, and she did a walk around Tredegar Park. They had some signs and banners, and she raised some money, and it was fabulous. She just whooped in it, and within a few days she was at Tredegar. But she said they all meet every week to walk Tredegar Park anyway. So why not make it that it was something else? They just added banners and took the sponsor form with them, and and it was great to see. And people who are not usually at that, because a lot of people who get involved with us are people who have followed us from the beginning, have followed the cause, I should say, from the beginning, rather than any of ourselves. And we do get a lot of the same people who are putting themselves out there to do things. So it was just fabulous to see people this was the first time coming to our demo, and within 3 days they were walking Tredegar Park and raising money. It was just wonderful. Really good community spirit.
Community spirit, and families, isn't it? The families are all getting together. They do it, as you said, they do it anyway. Do their walk, but they decided to raise funds for this, which is incredible. Really, really lovely to see, and it sort of gives ideas for other people to do as well, because it's what is really, really great to see is just families getting together, because communities and that have really, it's not like it was years ago. A lot of people are very much, confined to their homes. The lockdown messed up life for a lot of people, didn't it? People actually got used to just staying in their homes. So getting out and meeting with people, fantastic. And, we know that Muslim communities as well, they are very close-knit, and they do have those really strong family values as well. So something that, well, I know myself, I have strong family values, and all of us here on our live, we are the same. A lot of our followers are like that as well. So, yeah, it's about making sure that we keep these type of values for our generations to come.
Because it's very important. We think of, it doesn't matter whether it's the values from those who are Muslim, those who are Christian, of any religion. When they're saying, what goes against their own teachings, well, actually, they're most people's morals anyway.
Yeah.
You don't have to be following a certain religion. That actually, if you look at what their teachings are, they are basic good morals that most people, you would think, would uphold.
Yeah. I totally agree with what you're saying there, Adele. And the problem, what we've got with this RSE, it derives from this like promiscuous way of thinking. And we were being brought up back in, like, I'm an 80s baby, 1980 I was born. So the 80s and 90s, parents had the tough job of bringing up their children because of peer pressure, But now it seems that parents have got to fight against, what's on the media, and now what's coming in to schools. Parents have got a real tough job now, which is why we are so determined to get it out of the school, because parents' jobs are hard enough. And the reason why parents want to bring up their children with good values is because they want their children to grow up with good, respecting values themselves, and to have like a high self-esteem as well. There's a reason why parents aren't, they don't sort of like, they haven't got these strict sort of things in place because they want to be mean. It's because we care about our children and we want to make sure that they grow up to be sort of decent human beings. So
absolutely, I want that. Should my daughter, should I think that she was becoming sexually active in her teens, I want to sit down and speak to my daughter about why delaying these activities is good for her. Just talk to her about hormones, relationships, connections. Not actually give her the link to a website on BDSM and say, well, if you're going to do it, make sure you're good at it.
Exactly.
So this is a sex positive education, as we know, which says, well, actually, let's give them all the information before they're even legally able to have sex. So at least when they're doing it, they're great at it, that they're the best they can be at it. And, and I don't think that's what, I don't think people are really thinking through the consequences of this kind of education. They're not really thinking of the consequences. They just go, well, it's going to keep them safe. They're going to learn it from someone. And I'm very much, well, why isn't that you? They're going to learn it from someone. Why shouldn't that be you? Every parent I speak to say they're happy for their children to learn this because they think it's something their children should know. The same way people don't realize it's not that we've got a problem with children learning the word vagina and vulva. We have a problem with our children discussing their genitals with strangers and with other people in class, regardless of the name. But again, if you think that, yes, your child should know the correct terminology, teach them it yourself.
Yeah.
If you think your child needs to know that, why are you sending them to school for the school to teach them these words, having discussions? I know from my daughter that when her class did it, which I had no idea about, all the children were calling out the nicknames of their genitals. And as Kimberly has explained before, that's a password. Why would you allow people that access those words and to be able to start engaging in conversation like that with your child? If you agree this is something your child should know, then teach them yourself. It's not about the words, it's about the discussion of those areas with people who are strangers. And your teacher, however much you like them, is a stranger. You have no idea what goes on behind their closed doors.
No, and the thing is getting children comfortable with speaking about their genitals to all and sundry. It's not a good thing at all. Children have got a natural modesty when it comes to things like, and that should stay. Like I remember like growing up myself and going, sort of as I was getting a little bit older, I was so shy, I wouldn't even get dressed in front of my mum, but that was me. And my mum respected that, it was like, I wanted. And so, we have to, I think, allowing children to have that modesty and to sort of like, want to sort of like hide themselves from people. I think that's a good thing. I don't think they should be, confident enough to start talking about their private parts. In fact, I don't even understand the sense in that. It's really, it's really, really, well, we know where it's heading. It's not heading in a good place at all.
Well, hopefully this is what people will start realize now. And if people came to the presentations, come to the demos, or even just had a really good look through your websites, they would realise that actually what we're talking about here is safeguarding, child protection, grooming. There's nothing about grooming in this education, because it is grooming.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
this is what we are fighting. And, you know, for anyone who thinks that this is not true, not real, look at England and the things that are happening in England. It was just in Westminster. Look at California, look at Texas. America's way ahead of us in all of this. Have a look at the mess that is now over there. And we've been given a great opportunity in the sense of we've been given this last. We're able to see the damage this is doing. And we're able to share it with people.
I had no idea until, I suppose, like the sort of like last year, that, well, probably the last 2 years, that this type of education has been in the schools in America for decades. I had no idea about it. You know, if it's not on your radar, you know nothing about it. Now, the children in universities in America, if you were to sort of like go up to them and ask them a simple question like, do you think that men can get pregnant? They'll say yes with a straight face. That's how involved they are with this. And, you know, like, I know we don't touch on the trans sort of issues a lot, but why I'm saying that is like reality is completely, they don't even understand proper reality. They've just been lied to since they were little, and now they're believing all this crazy ideological stuff rather than, you know, proper biology. And, you know, you can imagine the values of these children. Well, we do know, you know, from Miriam Grossman, a lot of her work where she had said that a lot of girls were coming into her room because she was a nurse in a university, and they all had mental health problems. And the issues were because they were becoming sexually active very early, and this education was rife in the schools and the universities. So no good can come from this. You know, we've seen it. Millions of people are protesting against it throughout the world. We do know in some states they have actually banned it now, haven't they? I can't remember what state it was actually.
I actually want to do a list. I want to start working on a list actually of all the court cases and all the legal battles that have happened so far with CSE. I think that would be a good thing. But what you were saying about Miriam Grossman, Monica Klein, for anyone who wants to look her up as well, she was actually part of delivering CSE when it first came out, CSE, Comprehensive Sexuality Education. And she said she had a girl, and like that, there was promiscuous behavior. But the girl said that actually Monica was the first person then that told her, you do know you can say no. And this girl was like, well, no, because this education so far was yes. You know, if a boy wants to, you say yes, it's fun. So nobody had actually been teaching the girls that they can actually say no. And I think that's another problem we'll be facing. Well, you already know, we've got already websites like OnlyFans, lots of work around destigmatizing sex workers. OnlyFans is becoming a really easy place to make money. And, you know, there's young girls going on it. And, you know, it's just a bit heartbreaking, you know?
It really is. And, you know, this is what it's almost like. We've got problems, haven't we? Sorry, Emma, I interrupted you then. Did you say something? Oh, I thought you'd said something then. No, we've got problems. You know, they're saying we've got problems with teenage pregnancies, STIs, but it's almost like they want to increase those problems because this education is not going to make those issues go away. It's just going to make things worse. And I just, you know, it's terrifying, really. You know, it's getting more and more frightening. And they want to strip all morality out of society. That's what they're doing. That's the only thing that's going to come from this.
And people got to realize as well, you've got to follow the money. There are people who benefit. One particular, Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
This, these are, so Planned Parenthood, you've got IPPF, our own Family Planning Association, that is part of the IPPF, International Planned Parenthood Foundation. So they provide all the contraception that they want the children going on. They provide the abortions for the children who need to access them. They provide the hormones and the treatments for the children with gender dysphoria or, and various things. So this one organization benefits massively from all of this education. Every single aspect of it goes back to the Planned Parenthood and their money, even down to, I know at one of the demos, I have gone into discussion about this in regards to how much aborted baby parts are worth to biotech companies and to technology companies. And they benefit. It's all, at the end of all of this, there is somebody making money off the sexualization of our children.
Yeah.
Exactly. And not to mention the mental health issues that come from it as well.
Yeah.
And that's why they've managed to railroad it so successfully, because every time they come up against any of these local authorities anywhere in the world, they've only been interested in that. And they've turned a blind eye.
Yeah.
And for what you lot have done in Wales is pretty amazing, to stop them in their track like this.
Yeah.
Because it is exactly
well, that's why we're doing it, isn't it?
Generations in revenue. Little.
Yeah, thank you, Phil, for that. Really appreciate that. And if everybody took the time to look into it, like yourselves, Phil, Julie, and yourself, Emma, if everyone took the time to just spend, looking into this rather than just blindly accepting what they've been fed, we wouldn't be having to campaign so hard, really. It would have been gone ages ago. But unfortunately, a lot of people just believe what is said on the media. If the media is not saying this is really bad, they're not listening. They're believing the local authorities. They're believing the teachers when they speak to them, even though a lot of the teachers don't really know what's going on. So, we're really grateful for people like yourselves, because I just don't think I would have been able to go on without our supporters, to be honest, because it is difficult. Some days I just want to hide from the world. So yeah, I just wish everyone was like you.
Yeah, definitely.
People, wake up.
I know. You'd think even with the judicial review that they would think, oh, actually, maybe there is a point to their protesting then, because it's still don't get much feedback around here, locally to me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't even think the vast majority of school even know, or teachers or head or councils even know that this has been given a judicial review, that it's going to court. I think, as you know, it was in the paper a little bit and then silence.
Yeah. Well, you're right there, because some people have actually brought it up, because there are RSC meetings going on where the school are inviting the parents. And when it's happened a couple of times where one of our supporters has actually said about this court case, and a couple of teachers have said it's a lie, it's not going on. They've actually said that, oh no, that's misinformation, there's no court case. So it's I don't know if these teachers are told to say that, or if they genuinely believe that, everything that we're saying is misinformation. I just don't know where people are coming from, really. But, the truth will come out. It always does. And my saying as well is good always conquers evil. And what we're dealing with here is not just bad, it is evil. We are dealing with evil.
Yeah.
So,
so just thank you and massive good luck to everybody.
What's that?
Cheers.
I was just saying, and this is why we're doing what we're doing, and just a massive good luck to everybody.
Yes,
Well,
exactly. I think it is. We have gone off on a
hopefully-
little bit of a tangent.
Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
just about to be about the fundraiser, but as always,
I think
Adele,
it's
we do
important. This is why we are fundraising, and I think for those who may have not watched before, it's handy to just fill them in a little bit, I guess. But yeah, gone off on one. Not unusual, especially with me around.
Just going to say
God almighty.
yourself and Adele have gone head to head.
Sorry, what was that?
My signal's going.
Mm.
I think his signal's gone. I think they completely paused now. So
Yeah.
I think we're going to just wrap it up. So the fundraiser links for Emma's group. So it's Emma Meredith and team. The fundraiser link is on this description here, and everyone else's links are there as well. Phil, you're back. I think you should try saying something then.
Good.
It's just not happening for them. Emma, are you looking forward to Thursday?
Yeah, I am. I'll be glad to get going.
Oh, I'm not
started.
sure what's
Get it
happening.
done.
Who's seeing what? Everyone's gone on my side.
Probably blocked.
I think
Oh, you're all
that's the
back.
scale of it, isn't it? It's the starting off, but I'm sure you're going to do absolutely amazing. I know Adele's going to try and catch up with you, and a couple of the girls are going to try and catch up with you as well.
Yeah, wicked.
Kath and Grace, I think they're going to be seeing
Yeah.
you at some point.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's make this massive. Perhaps if you can as well during your walk, if you do a couple of updates or videos,
Yeah.
that would be great to see. So please share it with us if you do
Okay,
that.
Okie doke.
Okay.
Good
Thank
luck.
you so much, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Please share this out.
Thank you.
Whatever you can. We'd really appreciate any support. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Phil. Bye, Julie.
Bye bye.